Oh, yeah.
I got my
Yeah, it is
AirPods in.
first.
I got my AirPods in, so if I don't hear the question right, I already got the question on here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here on USB Unaffiliated Sports Broadcast. I hope everybody's having a great day. Listen, I'm super excited for this interview we got today. Today, we're joined by our first ever multiple players here. We got three players from Stansbury Football. Super excited to have them on the show. I definitely didn't show them enough credit in the past, and I want to do right by them moving forward because they really did a fantastic job as a team last year. And these players we got today, I think, are primed to have a great season as we head into this next year. A couple orders of business here. We've got the Grantsville soccer game this afternoon. That game's up in Tooele. So if you have the opportunity, get over there and check that out. It'll be at 3:30 p.m. They're playing Canyon View. Then tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., Tooele should be playing Canyon View as well, also up there in Tooele. So if you have the opportunity, please get out there, check those games out. We've got Tooele with their opening scrimmage game for their fans this evening. And then Grantsville's also got theirs this evening. So plenty to do if you need something to do to get you out of the house. Definitely go check those things out. But again, I'm super excited for this interview we got today. Our players today, we've got a quarterback, a wide receiver, and for the first time, we've got a defensive player, which I'm super excited for. I love good defense, so I'm super excited to hear what these guys have to say. And so without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get these guys in here so that they can start to talk to you guys and let you guys know what's going on. So we have number 82 wide receiver Lael Rhodes, number 9 linebacker Bronx Baker, number 5 quarterback Brighton Reutzel, I hope I said that correctly, for Stansbury High School. They're going to be coming in. So, guys, join me in welcoming our guest this afternoon. Hey, guys, how are you doing?
Good.
All right. Hey, so I'm super excited for this. Thank you for being a part of our first ever multiple player interview. Um, it may be a little rough, but I'm looking forward to it, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys have to say. You guys doing all right today? So apparently in the chat I said somebody's name wrong. So who did I say wrong? Reitzel. Okay. Okay. I've been saying that wrong for a long time then, man.
Yeah.
There's no I or Y in that. So I'm gonna need some help here. How does that work? Hey, it's all good, man. We'll get it right. Reitzel. Okay. All right. All right. Well, there's the first blemish on the record for our interview, right? So I'm just gonna kind of get into why I reached out to you guys for the interview. And Lael, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with you. I'll be 100% honest with you, man. You came onto my radar when I saw what you did in basketball. Oh man, nobody can hear us. I messed this all up. All right, so guys, we're with Lael, Rhodes, Bronx Baker, and Brian Reutzel. Sorry, I had the audio muted. We're back now. Everything should be good. But we're gonna get into why I reached out to these players uh, for for the interview, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with Lael. Again, Lael, you really came onto my radar when I saw what you did with basketball. You came in off the bench, and you were a solid defensive player for your team,
Mhm.
a capable scorer, and I could see that you were very critical to what your team did in basketball. And then
Yeah.
that's when I started looking at football. And I realized I should have been giving you more credit
Yeah.
last year because you did an amazing job for your football team. So I
Thank you.
apologize for that.
All good.
So I'm super excited to talk to you because I love good defense, especially in basketball. And what you did offensively for your football team, it should be acknowledged as well. So that's why I reached out to you. Bronx, you're a young player. You were second on the team, excuse me, in overall tackles. You did a standout job for your defense there as a young player, which is something that I like to see because I like to get invested in you guys. And I knew I wanted to have you on the show because of what you did for your team last year.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Brighton, I got to see you, Brighton Reitzel. I've been corrected. It's Reitzel. Um, I got to see you, man. I a lot in the JV stuff. And I was really impressed with your style of play. You're a capable scrambler, but you seem to be a pass first quarterback, and you're pretty accurate, man. And it really stood out to me. And you did good things in the varsity, but it was really the JV that kind of put you on my radar. So I'm super excited to get to chat with you as well.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
So, we'll try our best here with these questions. Like I said, we've never had three players at the same time that we've interviewed here. So if it gets mixed up, we'll figure it out. But tell us something about yourselves, that we wouldn't know from a stat line. Brighton, we'll go ahead and we'll start with you.
I feel like from the quarterback position, like being smart is like a big piece of like your success as being a quarterback. So I've always just taken pride in my academics. And so yeah, I've been working really hard on my academics since I was really young.
Okay. Okay. What do you got there, Lael?
So outside of the state line, my dad, he owns a barbecue business. So when I'm not playing sports and stuff, I'm just helping him out with his business and stuff.
You said he does a barbecue thing.
Yep.
Is he the gentleman that was always at the flag football games?
Yeah, that was him.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
familiar with what he does. Good food,
Hmm.
man. Good food.
Yep.
Bronx, what you got?
Outside of football, I'd say I love shooting guns, shooting bows. Always outside.
All right, all right. So we got an outdoorsy guy, uh, an academic guy, and a barbecue guy. You guys should start your own business.
Right.
That sounds like a recipe for success, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking football here, right? Last season, your guys' team did really well, and like I kind of talked to you guys about before, I don't think I gave you guys enough credit because I feel like you guys did it quietly. But you guys go 8-4 overall. You go a perfect 6-0 in region. How do you guys feel about that season? And what do you attribute to the success of the team last year?
I definitely super proud of the boys. What we did last year. Super proud. I might be a little biased here, but shout out to the defense last year. I feel like we really stepped up. A lot of dogs. I think that last game against Ridgeline would have been a lot closer if our free safety didn't get hurt. Next patch.
Okay. Okay. Brighton, how do you feel about it?
Uh, I think we did really good, but there were like we definitely had potential to do a little better. We had so many really good athletes on both sides of the ball.
All right. Leah, what do you think? How do you feel about last season?
Yeah, just going off of like what Brighton said, I just feel like we had some more potential than what we put out. I feel like we could have done a lot more.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, your guys' defense, to Bronx statement, right? Um, I really feel like the biggest thing that I noticed in I didn't get to see a lot, okay, but what I did get to see, the biggest thing I noticed is it really seemed to be an all around team effort. That kind of like I was talking with them earlier about, like I don't feel like any one person was really you could put your finger on it. I felt like it was the whole defense really just kind of stepped up for you guys, and that's why I say I think you guys did better quietly. Like, there wasn't the onesies and twosies you could pick out from. Your whole team really did well last year, in my opinion. So that's definitely good, and I'm glad to know that you guys feel like you can do better. That wasn't some kind of a peak for you guys.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
Iron sharpens iron. I'm glad that we had a bunch of dogs last year that we could go to practice with every day.
yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So you guys started out a little slow though last year in the first three games in particular, right? But by that fourth game against Cottonwood, you guys appeared to have figured something out. What was it that sparked for you guys, and what did you learn from that somewhat slow start that you're taking into this season, and trying to avoid this coming year?
I
Lael,
just
what
feel
you got?
like I just feel like a bunch of our players started taking stuff more seriously when like they realized we weren't putting out what we were supposed to be putting out to the fans and stuff like that.
Was it just the fans in your opinion, or was it maybe to like you guys yourselves, like you guys weren't
Yeah,
achieving what?
like our team, yep.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Bronx, what do you think?
Uh, I mean that if I'm not mistaken, that was Ridgeline game 3, right? And that's like who like
Yes.
we kind of like look out for. Like we're kind of like that's who's circled on my board at least is Ridgeline. And so we came into that game really wanting to like just like super aggressive and just locked in that whole week. And then to face such a tough loss right there, I think going into Cottonwood we were just you know we were mad we lost.
I mean, that would explain the score because I think it was like 46-0 or something like that.
Right.
So, yeah, no, I guess really it was probably the first two games because you guys really did play well against Ridgeline in game three. So it might have been more of the first two games than anything. But yeah, Brighton, what you got?
Well, I feel like it's definitely hard with a new coaching staff and just like a new culture. So I feel like all of us felt like we had it put together, but like it was just a slow start. And once we finally put the pieces together, then we started rolling.
Okay. So after a great season for your team, you guys headed into the postseason, losing to Ridgeline, who's a really good team. You guys lose that game 38-20, but you guys gave them a run for their money in both the meetings that you guys had with them last year. Like we were just talking about, game three for you guys was against them, and they won by 8 points, a touchdown. So. Um, what was your biggest takeaway from those games, and did it inspire you guys and build confidence, knowing that you guys could compete at a high level? And what was the hardest thing about that game that you carry with you now as motivation?
I think the hardest thing was like we all just battled really hard, and we just played so tough the whole game and ended up losing. So it was just really hard to like hang on to the fact that we lost, but we still played a really good game.
All right.
And I think like it helped me build confidence, especially in the first game, because like that was my first moments of playing varsity this year. And when I went in and threw that like 2 minute, like really long drive, it just gave me a little bit of confidence knowing I could play at a high level.
Okay. Okay. Leo, how do you feel?
Yeah, I think it for sure like boosted my confidence, but I didn't really have like the greatest game I would like to have. So it was like I was mad after that, and I was like just wanted to just show people that I like just don't play like that.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
Is that giving you motivation coming into this year to like improve?
Yeah, yeah, it for sure does. I'm super excited to come into this year. We got like a lot of weapons and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Bronx, how do you feel?
Uh, I definitely it's definitely like a confidence booster for the team knowing we could play at that high level. The hardest thing was definitely knowing that we could have won and that we were that close and that like we got in the red zone a couple times and just didn't punch it in or like the special teams we kind of fumbled the ball. And so that was really hard to realize like if we just cleaned up these things we were right there.
Okay. So bear with me for just a second, guys. Before we move on, I'm getting some information that says we got a little bit of an echo going on. So if anybody is on speakerphone, let's definitely make sure we're not doing that. But I'm going to see if there's something that maybe I can adjust on my end. But give me just 1 second here. I'm sorry, guys. I want to make sure these guys hear you because you guys are giving fantastic answers. All right. Yeah, it sounds like somebody might be on their volumes maybe up high. I don't know. All right. Well, we're just gonna roll with it here. Um, okay. So that covers the Ridgeline experience. And Bronx, I'm sure you're probably going to elaborate on that when we get to the question of what games you guys are looking forward to, because you already kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. Um, but let's get into some individual questions here. So we'll go with Bronx right away here. Um, Hold on, sorry about that. We'll go with Bronx right away here. So you're our first defensive player that we've had the opportunity to interview. You had an amazing year as a sophomore. You were second on the team in total tackles with 82. You collected 40 solo tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and 1 interception. What do you credit to the success you had last year, and how does has that inspired you heading into this season?
Um, First of all glory to God for all of my achievements. You know, I am second, he is first. But also I would like to shout out my dad for sure, both my parents. And definitely like just putting your head down in the off season. Everyone wants to be the guy when football season comes. No one wants to grind in the off season. So I definitely put in a bunch of work all growing up, definitely all off season, and that's when I really outwork people. And then heading into this season, having a good season last year, you know, it kind of puts a little target on your back. But you know, you just got to do better than you did last year. You can't have a junior slump.
So you referenced the target on your back thing. Do you feel like that's something you're prepared for mentally?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I think it just comes with the territory. And you know, last year I was kind of just unknown, so but hopefully I will like still like live up to it.
Now Max Preps has you listed at 6 foot 1 inch, 213 pounds. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're definitely not a small dude by any means. Um, I think based off the success that you had last year and that experience that you probably gained throughout the course of last year, I have a feeling you're gonna be tough to stop regardless of whether that target's there or not. So we're super excited to see what you do, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now, Brighton, you didn't see a ton of activity last year at the varsity level, but the time you did see, you were extremely efficient, going 20 for 31 in passing for 479 yards, 8 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. What was it that helped you feel confident in those opportunities? And how is that fueling your motivation for the season?
I feel like just definitely all the work I've put in my whole life, like being an undersized guy, I gotta just definitely put in the work so I'm ahead of everybody else's skill. So all my preparation is what gave me the confidence. And then I'm just excited this year to finally get to take the starting job and just prove what um I've been preparing for my whole life.
Okay. Now you guys have a new offensive coordinator. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And he's someone that I'm somewhat familiar with. Um, I really like his style, and I really like the way that you play the game. And I personally feel like those two things are going to mesh well together. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm really excited. He's a like very smart coach. Some of the stuff he does, like I don't realize how smart it is until we actually go against the defense. And I think that it's just gonna pair well with all of the weapons we have this year.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Now, Lael, you're also on the offensive side, working with the same coordinator and everything. But last season, you were second on your team in receiving, collecting 381 yards on only 18 receptions. You averaged 21.2 yards per reception, and you finished with 5 touchdowns on the season. How proud of yourself are you in that season that you had, and what's inspiring you as you head into your senior year, especially since the person who led the team, he's now gone due to graduation, and you seem to be the next guy up. How do you feel about that?
Well, yeah, I'm proud of myself of last year, and
As you head into this
I was
season,
getting my
what's
mic from.
inspiring you? I got you, man. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're good.
What was your question again?
We're talking about how you did last season, right? You were second on the team in overall receiving. How proud of you are that? Or how proud of yourself are you in that season, and what's inspiring you as you head into your senior year?
What's inspired me is like how low my numbers were, because I just want to like do better,
Okay. All right. Anything in
and
particular that you're trying to be better on?
just like my receiving yards, stuff like that. Just get like the stats higher.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, like you said, it's my turn now. So, because our starting receiver last year, he's gone. So this year is my turn. So I'm just
Absolutely, man.
excited.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, it's that's the cool thing I think about sports at this level and even college. The players they come and go, man, and it's next
Yeah.
man up. And I kind of alluded to it at the beginning of this. I don't feel like I gave you the credit that I think you deserved last year because you really did do well for your team. And I'm super excited to see what you do moving forward.
Yeah. Thank you.
So looking ahead into the season for you guys, your team looks a lot different, right? You guys got a new head coach. I know you have some new assistant coaches. You guys had like 30 something seniors last year, and then on top of that, Deseret Peak opens up, changing the school boundaries and taking players who were kind of looking for something new, maybe, right? How do you guys feel that has affected your team overall, and what are you most excited about with this new coaching staff? Lael, what do you got on that?
I'm most excited about the new coaching staff because like they're just letting us do. They're like letting me move around, do what I want. Letting me play both sides of the ball this year. Because last year I only got to play one side, but this year I'm playing both sides, so that'll be pretty exciting.
Oh, so you said you're doing both sides. So what are you doing on defense?
I'm gonna be playing cornerback this year.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Bronx, how do you feel about that question?
I mean, with Desert Peak not having a senior class, I think that definitely helped us out a lot and favored us in that way. And then what I'm excited about this new coaching staff is learning a new scheme for sure, and just we're gonna see if we can ball out with the scheme. I think we will be able to.
Okay. Brighton?
Yeah, going off what Bronx said, like I think it really helped that Desert Peak doesn't have any seniors going over there because we kind of just like our main guys stayed together as a whole. So we really didn't lose a lot of players this year, at least that are like seniors and juniors. But then I'm just really excited about the new coaching staff to have like new opportunities and an offense that really lets me like spread the ball everywhere.
Okay. So do you feel like that was a little limited last year? Because I felt like you were pretty creative. So maybe that was just you making something happen when the play broke down. But Do you feel like that's a bit more emphasized this year?
Yeah, the main thing is I just get like a whole progression where I'm just totally reading the defense every play.
Okay, okay. Sounds like it's going to be a good fit team wide. So that's really awesome. So Brighton, what is it about playing quarterback that you love, and what is something you think gets overlooked about that position by fans and maybe even other players?
I love playing quarterback because I basically get to decide how the game goes. I get to make all the decisions, and I just love that I always get the ball in my hands. And then something that gets overlooked, I feel like, is like the people in the stands don't understand like what you're reading and what the play design really is. So when they're just sitting there saying like someone's wide open or like that I should have thrown it to this guy, I feel like they just don't understand what's like really going on.
Yeah, it's probably because they don't have a helmet restricting their peripheral vision, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they just get to watch from the top of the stadium instead of actually standing in the pocket and seeing what's going on.
Hey, but listen, that's what makes us great, okay? The bleachers, that's what makes us great.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. I mean, and I definitely understand how that's probably frustrating, especially if you're young and developing. You're bound to make mistakes, and I think that's the biggest thing that people probably forget is they think that when they were, I mean, how old are you? Like 16?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, so I'm sure all these people who, when they were 16, they were just like at the peak of their overall existence. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
no, that's a great answer. Lael, the question for you I got is, what is it you enjoy most about playing wide receiver and cornerback, since that's what you'll be doing now as well. What is it that you enjoy most about that, and what is something that you feel is overlooked as part of those positions, in your opinion?
Thing I enjoy most is I like a good one-on-one matchup. Like I like going up over people's heads and just catching the ball. I feel like it knocks their confidence down a lot. And
Okay.
then one thing that I feel like is overlooked is like catching the ball, like, cause it's like a thing called stadium pulse where you like hear a lot of people and like you just gotta catch it. And a lot of people don't understand how kind of hard it is to catch it in like the big moment.
Right, it's like missing the wide open layup in
Yeah.
basketball, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I understand that. That makes a ton of sense. And I think in basketball, I understood that, but I gotta admit, I never really thought about that and how it relayed, on the football field as being the
Yeah.
same thing. So you like going over the top on players. Is that something that you're working with your quarterback or
Yep.
nice, nice. Well, we'll be on the
Hmm.
lookout for it for sure.
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna hold you to that. All right,
Yep.
all right. Now, Bronx, for you, what is the best part about not only playing defense, but linebacker in particular, and what do you think people should know about that position that they might overlook?
I definitely what I like about playing linebacker is definitely like the almost the freedom of playing defense, as we're like offense is like everything structured, like you got this exact pattern you're supposed to follow. Where defense, you just hunt, you just react, and obviously you still have responsibilities, but you have a little bit more freedom. Just to you have to like literally just hunt the ball, and then what might be overlooked is like everyone wants like we had a camp the other day, a little kids camp. Every single little kid was like, I want to be a running back or quarterback or receiver. Like not a single kid said linebacker, and I was just like, dang, like they don't get how like fun this position is. That you can just like you're fighting off linemen all day, you're tackling running backs, but you're also back in coverage. Like it's the funnest position on the field, in my opinion.
Okay, no, it's because I think it's because you came up in the wrong era, and what I mean by that is, if you look at if you look at all the popular athletes right now, you're right. You got, especially on the wide receiver side, you've got your Jeffersons and all the shine that they get, right?
For sure.
Everybody wants to be that. With basketball, I used to tell my kids in particular, I said everybody wants to be, LeBron James, but nobody's trying to be John Stockton, right? The guy who's good for the fundamentals and he gets his credit later on, right? They all want
For
their
sure.
credit right away. And I think it's kind of similar. You know, when I was younger, linebackers they were what everybody wanted to be. You had your Brian Urlachers, your Ray Lewises, and those guys were really making a name for the linebacker stuff. But it's kind of shifted. I think is probably why you're seeing a lot more of that. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure. No doubt.
So what was something you guys identified about yourself last year as an area of improvement, and what are you doing to better that as you guys head into this season? Bronx, what you got?
I would definitely say like my pass game. Because like last year, I was really focused on just run, like all of our run stop linebackers, like we focused on the run first. But this year, this new scheme we have is a little more like we have a little more pass responsibility, and they hold us a little more accountable than they did last year, with less stress on our outside linebackers. And so definitely just uh focusing on getting the ball in my hands, in the pass coverage game.
Okay, okay, Brighton, what do you got on that?
I think the main thing last year is I was just like really undersized. Like I didn't really look like a varsity quarterback out there. So this off season, I've just been working really hard in the weight room to just get to that proper size to be able to take hits and stand in the pocket strong, so I can throw downfield.
Okay. I mean, you definitely, from what I saw, you definitely have the capability to make something happen and scramble out too. So, on top of the weights, are you working on that, or are you just kind of focusing on the pocket a little bit more?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely always trying to work on the run, but my main thing is just standing in the pocket and giving my all my weapons a chance to make plays.
Okay. And speaking of one of those weapons, Lael, what do you got for this question?
I feel like one thing I identified about myself last year was my blocking. My blocking wasn't really the greatest last year, and I feel like this year I've been working on it all practice, just working extra hard on blocking because I feel like in order to get the ball, you got to do a job for like other people too, because it's a team sport.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's definitely I mean, I know you guys lost your running back to graduation. I'm not
Hmm.
super familiar with the kids that are coming up behind. Um, but yeah, run blocking's got to definitely be there. So that's a tough thing to do, right? Is realize the areas that you're weak
Yeah.
and admit those things to yourself, right? So
Hmm.
can't wait to see how it goes for you, man. So you guys start your season off at home this year, and you guys are going against Skyline, a team that really did not do well last year. They were 1-10. They won one game all season, and so they're likely to be looking to prove themselves, right? How do you guys feel about this upcoming matchup, Lael?
I feel like it's gonna be a good matchup. I just feel like we can't look at their record and just think that they're the same team as last year. So I feel like we gotta just come in with good energy.
Okay, Brighton.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely got to treat them like they're a really high caliber opponent because, like, they're not the same team they were last year. They brought in some good transfers. I know they got a new starting quarterback who's pretty good. So we just got to treat them like a high caliber team and come in ready to play like we're playing the best team in the state.
Bronx.
Yeah, just piggyback off what they said. Definitely just can't overlook them. When you overlook teams, like even if it is a team you can overlook, like you go on, you just don't play as well. You don't make as many plays as you could have. So definitely just don't overlook them. Still study film the same way you would against a state championship team.
For sure.
Do you guys feel like that's something easy to do? Is kind of overlook a team because of their record? Do you guys fall into that trap sometimes?
Last year, definitely. I think I did that at least at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Then after our first Cottonwood game, I think I kind of overlooked them a little bit, and we did win, but I didn't.
Oh no. Oh no. What the heck? It just dropped my call. Why did it end? Oh boy, I gotta get him back. Hang on one sec, everybody. I don't know what happened there. We're gonna get this going again. Holy cow. It just dropped mid conversation. That's not good. It's not good at all. All right. One. Man, I'm sorry everybody. I don't know what happened there. We just lost him. We'll get him back on here though. Give me 1 second and I'll get it going. That's terrible. That is terrible. I don't know what happened, guys. It just dropped the call. All right, we got
Sorry, it
Brighton
kicked me
back.
out.
We got Lael back. We're just waiting on Bronx. Uh-oh, did I not get him added? Oh yeah, I gotta get him added. Hang on 1 second. Oh man. How embarrassing, right? But we knew there'd be some problems. This is the first time we've ever done this. I just didn't think that was going to be the problem.
Sorry about that. Did I leave or something?
No, I'm not really sure what happened. It's all right. Do we got everybody back though?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Whew, at least we got it fixed relatively quickly. Okay, so picking up where we left off. Sorry about that, guys. We were talking about starting off against Skyline, and I asked you guys if that was something that you guys kind of fell into as a trap sometimes. Underestimating a team because of their record.
Yeah, definitely. I fell victim to that last year against Cottonwood. I kind of overlooked them, and we did win, but I didn't play as good as I wanted to play, so I will never overlook a team again.
Yeah, I feel like the first game last year against Snow Canyon, like they were a tough team, but we definitely could have played better against them. Like should have beat them by more. So we can't let that happen again this year. Like we got to start strong. So that starts with coming prepared for the first game.
Lael, you ever fell into the trap of doing that?
Yeah, I feel like we do it sometimes. Like this summer, we had a few 7-on-7 camps and we played like a couple 2A teams, and we just came in with like a big head, like all cocky and stuff, and we ended up losing. So it's
Okay.
just like I know better now.
Yeah, I think it's an easy thing to do, man.
Hmm.
I even fell victim to that, just trying to cover your guys' stuff, right? For all the schools, I'll look at some of your guys' opponents, and I'm just like, man, this is going to be a terrible game. And then you look back at it, and you're like, dang, that was a really good game.
Hmm.
For
So
sure.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
definitely it's definitely an easy thing to do, man. It really is. So all right, so you guys will have two inter-county games this year. Now with Deseret Peak entering the area, right?
Right.
Last year, you guys really brought it to Tooele. Are these games that you guys look forward to? And if so, can you describe why you look forward to them so much, Bronx?
Um, I definitely look forward to them just because like it's people that we've grown up with and we've seen before and like we know versus kids from like 2 hours away that we've never seen before. But I definitely look forward to it this year and last year. But it's kind of just like it's kind of I don't even want to. It's kind of like beating up your little brother almost. You know what I mean? These past 2 years at least.
Okay, okay. Lael, how do you feel about those inter-county games?
I just feel like it describes like which county is on top, and all the teams want to be on top, but they can only be one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, before we get to Brighton's answer on that, before there was as many, like, those were always the cool things when it was, you show my age a little bit. Stansbury wasn't there just yet. I think they came towards the end of my high school year, if I remember right. But, it was Tooele and Grantsville. And those games, I mean, people were trashing each other's fields. Like, it was, it was
Mhm.
crazy. But, yeah, no, definitely. There can only be one. You're right. And now there's
Yeah.
four of it, so I think it's even cooler.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
but unfortunately, Grantsville's still not in those games.
Hmm.
Um, So when they get to that level, I think it'll be really fun when all you guys are really playing each other again. I think that'll be really cool.
For
Brighton,
sure.
how do you feel about those games?
Yeah, I'm just excited to be able to compete against the guys that I've grown up with. Like, I have some friends that went to Desert Peak, so it's just going to be fun to compete against them.
Okay, okay. So what game this season? I mean, obviously we talked about the inter-county games, right? But what game this season are you personally looking forward to the most this year, and why is that, Brighton?
Uh, I think it's hard to decide between the two, but week 8 and 9 with Ridgeline and Skyview, I feel like with Ridgeline, like the past couple of years, we've kind of just like we haven't been able to beat them at all. So it's just a game we look forward to, and like we want to prove something different than what the outcome's been the last couple of years. And then against Skyview, we get to play our old head coach, Coach Alder. So that's gonna be fun to get to play against him.
Okay, Bronx. What about you?
I'd have to agree with Brighton in both stances, Ridgeline and Skyview, but I think Skyview a little more. Go see Alder, just tell him what's up. Hopefully, put a beating on him.
All
Respectfully,
right,
of course.
all right, Lael.
A game that I'm looking forward to this year is Green Canyon. I feel like they shut us out.
I think we might have lost you a little bit, Lael.
Yeah.
So Green Canyon,
hmm
and why is that?
they just shut us out last year, so we just don't want that to happen again.
So it's kind of like a personal revenge tour type thing.
Yeah, just a little revenge type thing.
Okay, okay, I like it, man. I like it. So what team memory sticks out to you guys the most so far? I mean, obviously you guys got the upcoming season. You're going to make even more, but so far, what team memory sticks out to you the most, and is something that has left a lasting impression on your life?
I feel like uh something that kept a thing on me is my eighth grade year. We went to Mesquite and we won the whole thing, and like our team just like came together at the end, was all hyped and stuff. It was just fun.
Okay, and did a lot of those players come into high school with you? So you guys
Yep.
were all together? Okay,
Yeah, we were all together our freshman year.
okay, cool, man, cool. Brighton, what you got?
Uh, I think against Park City on homecoming last year, that was just a game that like we'll always remember. Like it was a going into it, we knew it was going to be a really tough game. It was basically the region championship, and then our starting quarterback was struggling a little, and so I went in on the last drive of the game, and like what really stuck with me is even though I ended the game taking a knee, he was the first guy to celebrate with me, so that just like really has stuck with me.
All right, Bronx.
Something like Brighton's my very first starting varsity game, first game of the year against Snow Canyon, and like all summer we've kind of had this like little stigma almost of like defensive guys stick together and then offensive guys stick together, right? Kind of like the unity, like defense was together, offense was together, and then like the end of the game, big fourth down, I think. I got a big sack on against Joe Smith against Snow Canyon. And the dude that like celebrated the most was Luke Rich, a receiver, who was like we've always like bickered back and forth, and so it was cool to come together in that moment, offense and defense.
Right on, man. Right on. Brighton, you mentioned that the Park City game. You were referring to the one last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to be 100% honest with all three of you guys. Um, I was impressed by that win for you guys. Because I'm not gonna lie, I thought you guys might lose that one. And
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
being
a
for
lot of
real.
people
Like,
did.
yeah, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I was looking at everything, and I thought there was a chance you guys lose that one. And I think you guys shocked a lot of people there. You definitely shocked me, but I think you shocked a lot of people there, man.
Yeah, they're overlooking us again this year with Park City.
Yeah, they ranked us at 6.
And you said they, who's they? Because I haven't ranked anybody, so I know it's not
Uh,
me.
It's
I'm not even sure.
the Desert News and and Slinging the Pill, both of those guys.
Hey, hopefully that motivates the heck out of you guys because again,
Yeah.
like I mean, I thought there was a chance last year, and you guys definitely proved me wrong. Um, so I feel confident you guys can definitely do it again. All right, so we're gonna move into a question that a lot of people probably feel uneasy about because you got to kind of have some humiliation for yourself, right? We're gonna do bonehead moments here. Okay, so give us a story of when you guys did something completely embarrassing, but it ultimately taught you a lesson that you'll never forget. This can be on the field play or off the field play, but related to football.
Um, I'm trying to decide between two right now. Um, okay, we'll go more recent one. The other one is the freshman year. We'll go sophomore year against Park City actually. Um, I'm the trigger man. So quarterback rolls out, I trigger, right? He rolls out, and so I trigger like I'm supposed to, and I see him. And over all week on film, we've been going over this, and I instead of like just securing the tackle, like breaking down, making the tackle, I put my head down and go for the big hit. But you're looking down, you see grass, you tackle grass. I miss. We did end up getting an interception on that play, but I still just made me look a little silly.
You thought you had an ESPN moment and you just had to get some turf out your helmet.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Right on. Hey, but I'm assuming you learned something, right?
No, for sure.
Lael, what about you? What you got?
Bonehead moment for me was last year when we played Desert Hills. I scored a touchdown, and me and Luke Rich, we were doing a celebration, and like we jumped up and hit each other's shoulders, and he knocked me to the floor in front of everybody. So it just like taught me to just give the ball to the ref and go to the sideline. No celebrating.
No, I mean that's probably the down low basketball play there that Luke Rich had.
Yeah, boxing out.
Yeah, he just boxed you out, man. Oh,
Yeah,
that's funny. So is that your go to now? You just like nope. You just
yeah.
toss it to
Just
the
give the
ref.
ball to the ref and go to the sideline.
Nice, nice. Brighton, what about you, man? What do you got?
Um, Freshman year against Snow Canyon, it was our first game, and I was the holder for varsity. We scored a touchdown, and then on the hold, it was a bad snap, and I had to call fire and roll out, and I just got rolled like 10 yards when I threw it, and it was just like, welcome to varsity. Like, this isn't like youth league football anymore.
So you Tony Romo'd it.
Yeah, I was like I was like by the numbers, and I got rolled onto the sideline.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Those wake up calls, they can really get you, huh?
Yeah.
So who's another varsity level player that you guys think we should be keeping an eye on this year to do big things? Lael, who do you think we should be looking out for?
We got a running back. His name's Carter Peterson. I feel like you got to keep an eye out on him. He's coming for everybody
Is he looking like he's going to be the RB1 for you guys?
for sure.
Okay,
Yes,
because
sir.
I had some questions about that when I was doing my initial football interview because there wasn't a whole lot of stats to really look at who might be taking over that
Yeah.
slot. So
Hmm.
okay, we'll definitely keep an eye on Carter there. Brighton, who you got?
Uh, Mostly just our receivers, but my brother Lincoln Reutzel and then Boston Roley.
Okay, Boston I'm writing these down so I can remember it. Is somebody on speaker?
Oh, I got my AirPods in. I'm not on speaker.
I got my AirPods in too.
Weird. Okay, well, whatever. All right, Bronx, who you got?
Ultimately, I got two people, three technically actually. It's not the question though. I got Cole Tincher, dog. The end. I got Landis. He's coming back for a dog D lineman, and then I got Colton Danes, who's a returning starter, also a returning starter. All three people I named are returning starters, but he's going to safety this year, and I think he's gonna tear it up.
Okay. All right. We will we will do our best to keep an eye on those players. Now, in terms of underclassmen, because that's one thing I like to look for. I like to get your guys' perspective of who we should be looking out for in the years to come. Right? What underclassman player has shown something so far that you guys think will benefit the team in the years to come? Bronx.
Underclassmen, definitely got to say. I'll say Austin Jacobson. He's a linebacker and also like a running back, tight end hybrid coming up. He's definitely. We got three dogs right now battling out for the boundary side linebacker, and so it's gonna be fun to see who ends up on top.
Okay. Lael.
Underclassmen, I think, is Bethy Vaca. He plays linebacker and running back. I feel like he runs the ball hard. He always like wants to hit somebody, and he has a good passion for football.
Okay. Got that written down. And if you guys, well, no, don't worry about it. Never mind. So, Brighton, who you got?
Ladarius Rhodes, it's Lael's younger brother. He's gonna be a sophomore, but he's basically just a recreation of Lael, which is gonna be a great target for me next year.
So you get a clone moving forward, is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Well, hey, that doesn't hurt. That doesn't hurt. So we will definitely keep an eye out. I assume these players that you guys have mentioned, we should get to see a fair amount of them at the JV and lower levels.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do my best to keep an eye on them. Because for you guys, I won't get to make it to a lot of your games. I've got a son who's a senior, and I'm not going to miss his stuff. But the JV games and stuff like that, I try to get to for the other schools in particular, and really take a look at those players. So we will definitely keep our eye on them. So I want you guys to send a message to the community, okay? Why should we get out and check out this Stansbury team? Brighton?
I feel like over the past couple years, like we've been building up to have a level team to be able to go to the state championship. But this year, I feel like we just have all the pieces put together, and I feel like we really work as a team, and we're really detail oriented. So I think it's gonna end up being a really good season.
Okay. Bronx?
I think you should pop out to a game, especially if you want to see smash mouth swarming defense. We're coming hard this year. 11 hats on the ball as often as we can. Swarming.
Okay. All right. I like to hear that stuff. I really love good defense, man. Lael, what do you got?
Just like what Bronx says, our defense, we're coming. Same with the offense too, though. We're coming on both ends.
All right. What are your guys' personal goals this year, on and off the field? Lael?
My personal goals this year for on the field are I would like to have 1,000 receiving yards. And then off the field, I feel like I would like to just get my grades better. Just get school better.
Okay.
Hmm.
Solid goals, man. Brighton?
First of all, on the field, I just wanna win a lot of games and go to the state championship. I feel like it's a team game, and as a team, I wanna be really successful. And then off the field, it's junior year, so obviously the ACT for school's coming up, so I want to prepare for that and hopefully get a 30 or higher on it.
Okay. And, maybe add getting Lael there his 1,000 yards. I don't know.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm
He's
just
gonna
kidding.
he's gonna get more than 1,000.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Alright.
All right, man. Bronx, what you got?
I'm gonna say I want more takeaways this year, so interceptions or maybe peanut punching the ball. But I want turnovers this year, at least 5.
Okay. All
And then
right.
off the field, I want to go coyote hunting this fall. So I don't know, maybe 10 coyotes.
So why don't you switch those numbers? Go for the 10 the 10
10
turnovers
turnovers,
and the
5
5
coyotes.
guys. No, I'm just kidding, man.
No, you're
No,
good.
that's
You're good.
awesome. So all right, guys. So what's the dream for you guys? If everything you want can work out, where does football take you guys in your dreams? Bronx?
I love football. It's my passion. It's like every waking moment, like everything I try to do is trying to get better at football. You never staying the same. So I want to carry this football dream as long as I can. I want to make as much money as I can off it. But once it's over, I think I want to go own land in Wyoming, Montana, Oklahoma, somewhere, and then just live, have some cattle, maybe raise some broncs and some bulls.
Is there like a specific, college or something you're trying to make it to or anything like that?
I'm keeping my options open right now with offers to Cal and ASU. I like them both a lot, but I'm not tied down to anywhere right now.
Sure. I mean, you're coming into your junior year. You got a whole nother season after. Plenty of time for sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to build relationships with coaches and stuff.
Okay. Lael, what you got? Where's the dream take you, young man?
Feel like the dream could take me anywhere. Everybody wants to go to like the NFL, but it doesn't work out for everyone.
Yeah, but that's what we're
And
talking about. We're talking about dreams. So where does it take you?
it takes me. I don't really know how to answer this question.
Where would you like to go with
It,
football?
I would just like. I don't really know how to answer this question. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Are you trying to play college or anything like that?
Yeah, of course I'm trying to play college.
Okay. Where if you could go to any school to keep playing football, where would you like to go?
I would like to go back home to Texas Longhorns.
Okay.
hmm
Right on, man. Right on. Bryden, what about you, man? Where's the dream take you?
Just like Bronx said, like I live football. That's all I do. Like ever since I was super young, that's all I've done. So I want to go as far as I can. Like if I make it to the NFL, that's the dream. But uh, like for college, I think a really awesome place to play would be like Utah State.
Okay. Utah State. So listen, guys, I really like asking that question because I like to remind you guys that, you know, one, you guys are young. Um, and life throws a lot of curveballs at you, but there's been nothing in my life that I've experienced that I haven't been able to work through with personal effort. If you dig deep and you keep your eyes on the prize, you'll be amazed at the things that you can achieve. Um, but again, you guys are young, and you're going to run into roadblocks. You're going to have curveballs, all those things. All that applies. Keep your eye on the prize, and I promise you, you guys will see success. It may look a little different than maybe what you thought, but you'll definitely get to where you want to go. So that's why I like to ask that question.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
So what I really started doing with this, this upcoming fall sports and trying to get people, motivated and things like that. I want you guys to motivate your team right now. All right. And so what's your message to your team as you guys move towards the start of the season? Brighton, what you got?
I mean, if we play as a unit and just every game we treat it like it's like the hardest game we have, and we just give everything we got, I think we can make it really far.
Okay. Bronx, what you got to motivate your team?
To my defense, you just gotta want the ball. Like there's some tackles you gotta make. Purely, it's not going to your side. You can't just be like, oh, it's not my side. You have to like will it into existence that that's your tackle, and you have to be mad if you don't get a piece of that tackle.
Okay. Lael, what's your message
Uh,
to your team?
just like Brighton said, just take every game seriously. Keep working hard in practice. Keep grinding every day. Yeah, man.
Okay. So this is my message for your team. This is something I'm doing first time here. My message for you guys is go shut some people up. right?
Yeah.
I think you guys got a lot of things that could work against you. Coaching staff changes and all those things, right? A whole new system, all those things. Um, you guys maybe feel like you have underperformed in certain situations, but hold on to those underdog stories, right? Like the Park City game that a lot of people thought you guys were going to lose, right? And you guys won. Focus on that kind of energy. Go out there, shut some people up, prove them wrong, and go out there and do some great stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you.
So as we wrap this up, do you guys have any final thoughts? Is there anything that you feel we missed or that you feel should be covered and that you would like to add about yourself or the team? Lael, you got anything?
No, I feel like we covered everything.
Okay, Brighton.
Uh, I think like we just have a lot more weapons than people think. Like every position group this year, I think is really solid. We have guys all over the place who are just waiting to make plays.
Okay, Bronx.
You know, I think we covered a lot, most of it. Just pop out to a game if you want to see some hard hits. Everyone from the defensive side is coming.
All right. Well, listen, guys, I want to thank you greatly for taking time out of your day to join us here. It's been a pleasure getting to know you guys, seriously. And I was a little concerned that because of the time of day, we might not have a very good turnout. But we did. We really did. Our views are pretty good so far. The chat's been going pretty strong. A lot of crap talking, and probably some trolls a little bit in some ways maybe, but it's still been active, and so I'm really impressed that we were able to get the success on this that we've had so far, and I know it's going to get better. I'm super excited to see what you guys do moving into the season. I definitely want to be better about showing you guys the love that you guys deserve for the things that you're doing, because I definitely fell short on that for your program last year. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, thank you for doing this. Lael, are you going to be doing basketball this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll definitely be watching you again. Maybe we'll get you back on here again if you're up for it.
For sure.
Brighton, Bronx, seriously, cannot wait to see what you guys do. And I wish your whole team, all three of you, nothing but the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having us on here.
Yeah, guys, anytime. And keep in touch. As you guys start to move on and do different things. Lael, you're the only senior, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hey man, keep in touch with us, man. Let us know what you're doing. We'll support you as much as we can. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I greatly appreciate it. You guys got practice tonight?
No, we're
first
off
day
tonight.
Okay. Well, rest up. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And again, thank you for doing this.
Thank
You
you.
too. Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
All right. So great interview there. That was sorry, trying to adjust things here. That was Stansbury Football. We had Lael, Rhodes, Brighton, Reutzel. We got corrected on how to say that. Bronx Baker. Really looking forward to what these guys do. Seriously. I think they're going to do pretty good. I was a little critical on my initial, I don't want to say prediction, because that's not what it really was. We were just kind of doing an introduction to football. But I think as I've seen a few more things, looked at a couple more things, I feel pretty good about their chances this season. I think they're going to do pretty well. So they got big goals, big aspirations. So let's see if they can go out there and achieve it. Yeah. That's going to wrap up the episode for today. Like we said earlier at the beginning, Grantsville should be starting their soccer game in about 25 minutes up there in Tooele. So if you're in the area, please stop over there, show them some love and support. Tomorrow morning, Tooele will be taking on Canyon View on their home field up there in Tooele at 9 a.m. So, get up, get out of bed, go check that stuff out. We've got the purple and white game for Tooele tonight up there in Tooele, and out here in Grantsville, we've got the red and white game. Around 6-ish for both of those. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but around 6-ish for both those. Check the Instagram, check the Facebook. We definitely posted it. It's there. So thank you for being here. Thank you for participating in the chat. Thank you for supporting these athletes. It's all for that. We just want to show them some love, and hopefully somebody hears this and is willing to reach out to these young players and maybe look into them a little bit more and possibly give them an opportunity. That's the goal here. We don't do this for money. I don't do video because I want it to be their voices and their names that you hear. And it's way more complicated to be honest, but it's for them. It's for them. I enjoy the podcast part of it. That part of it's really fun for me. But as far as everything else, it's just trying to get people out there. So we want to keep interviewing players. We want to keep interviewing different sports. That's what we're trying to do here. So thank you for supporting it. Please give these guys some love. Share this. Get it out there. Good luck to Stansbury as they head into the football season this year. Can't wait to see what you guys do. And yeah, I don't know. We're going to wrap this up. So as always, guys, please take care of yourself. Please take care of each other. And until next time, I'll see you at the games.